I'm 29M, and I've been staring at this draft for 3 days trying to figure out where to even start. My girlfriend of 4 years, we'll call her my girlfriend because that's what she was until about 2 weeks ago, cheated on me with a coworker. I found out the way most people find out. She left her laptop open. Teams notification popped up, and the preview said enough. I didn't snoop. I didn't need to. The universe just handed it to me like, here you go, buddy. When I confronted her, she did the thing where they, like, you're being dramatic. You're overreacting. It was one night, it meant nothing. You're blowing this completely out of proportion. I looked at her for like 4 full seconds and said, understood. She thought that meant I was backing down. I was not backing down. Here's the situation. The apartment lease is in my name only, has been since day one. She moved in about 2 years ago, and we never formally added her. I paid the deposit, I have the rental history, the property manager knows me by first name. She contributed to rent monthly via Venmo transfer, no formal agreement, no cosigner status, nothing. So that same evening, while she went to her sister's to clear her head, her words, I emailed the property manager about removing her from the renewal contact list and confirming the lease renewal under my name alone for the next 12 months. Property manager confirmed within the hour. Easy. Then I called a licensed locksmith and scheduled a lock change for the following Thursday. I packed her stuff into boxes, not thrown around, not damaged, just packed, neatly. I'm petty, not unstable. I texted her, I need you to arrange pickup of your belongings by Wednesday evening. The lease renewal is processing under my name only. I've spoken to the property manager. She called immediately. What does that even mean, you've spoken to the property manager? It means what it says. You can't just, I live there. You're not on the lease. Silence. Then, this is insane. Over one mistake? Over your characterization of it as nothing, I took you at your word. She genuinely did not have a response to that. Update 1, posted 4 days later. Okay, so I knew there would be pushback, but I didn't anticipate the full circus. Her sister called me first, very calm, very diplomatic, told me I was being disproportionate and that kicking someone out over one bad decision makes me the villain here. I said I wasn't kicking anyone out. I was simply not renewing a lease arrangement that was always informal and always mine. Then she said I should think about what 4 years means. I told her I had thought about it extensively. Then her mom called. Her mom does not do calm or diplomatic. She opened with, "You men are all the same," which is a fun way to start a conversation. I let her finish her whole thing, something about how I clearly never loved her daughter and this proved it. And then I said, I hope she lands on her feet, and hung up. Meanwhile, my girlfriend started doing the thing where she reframes the whole relationship to justify what she did. Suddenly she was never really happy. Suddenly I was emotionally unavailable. She posted something vague on her Instagram story. Clouds, a sad quote, you know the aesthetic, and mutual friends started texting me asking if I was okay, which meant she'd clearly been talking. I just told our mutual friends the basic facts when they asked. No dramatic retelling, no character assassination, just, she cheated, I ended it, I'm handling the logistics. Most of them went quiet after that. Here's where it got messy. She came to pick up her boxes on Wednesday as agreed, brought her sister as backup, and decided the pickup was actually a negotiation. I have nowhere to go right now. Can I at least stay through the end of the month? I'll sleep on the couch. I said no. That's cruel. You have your sister's place, your mom's place, and 3 weeks of notice. 3 weeks isn't enough time to find an apartment. I found this apartment in 11 days. Her sister jumped in. You're doing this to punish her. I'm doing this because she doesn't live here officially and the lease renews Thursday. That's it. They took 4 of the 6 boxes, said they'd get the rest when they figured things out. I gave them until Thursday morning and said anything remaining would be held in storage. Thursday came. Lock change happened. The property manager mailed the standard exit checklist to her last known forwarding address, her sister's, per protocol when a secondary occupant is removed from records. I'm told that checklist is what finally made it real for her. She called me after she received it, absolutely furious, like the paperwork had personally offended her. They sent me an exit checklist, like I'm a tenant. To be fair, you kind of were. This is humiliating. Yeah, one night that meant nothing turned out to cost quite a bit. She hung up. Update 2, posted 9 days after update 1. I genuinely thought it was over. I was wrong. She filed a complaint with the property management company claiming she was an informal tenant being illegally removed and deserved proper notice under tenant protection guidelines. Her cousin, who apparently took 1 semester of pre-law 4 years ago, helped her draft it. The property manager forwarded it to me with a note that basically said, "We've reviewed the file. She's not on the lease. This doesn't change anything, but wanted you to know." The complaint went nowhere because there was nothing to go on. No lease, no cosigner agreement, no formal rental documentation in her name. The Venmo transfers she referenced as proof of tenancy were labeled rent help in her own words, which she apparently did to be cute and which now reads as a gift, not a contractual payment. The cousin apparently told her this was a strong case. It was not a strong case. Then she tried a different angle. She texted me asking for $800, her contribution to the security deposit she claimed she'd paid. She had not paid any part of the security deposit. I have the original receipt and my bank statement from move-in day. I sent her a screenshot of both and said, "If you'd like to continue this conversation, feel free to reach out through an attorney." She did not reach out through an attorney. What I think happened, and I say this without any particular satisfaction, is that she expected me to crumble somewhere in this process, to call her crying at 2 a.m. or to take her back, or at minimum to negotiate. When none of that happened, the entitlement shifted into something desperate and slightly unhinged. She texted me 22 times in one weekend, not all angry. Some of them were weirdly normal, like asking if I'd seen a specific season of a show she wanted to talk about. I didn't respond to any of them. The last thing she sent was, "You didn't have to make this so cold." I read it. I put my phone down. I ordered a large pepperoni pizza from the place 2 blocks over and watched the game. Final update, posted 6 days later. Short one, she's staying at her mom's now. I heard through a mutual friend, not looking for updates, it just came up, that the coworker she spent that night with is apparently not interested in anything further. Shocker. I'm not celebrating that. It's just information. The apartment feels different now, quieter in a way that took about a week to stop feeling weird and then started feeling okay. I deep cleaned everything, got a new couch cover, basic stuff. A couple of people in my life have called me cold for how I handled this. Maybe, but here's my honest take. She handed me the map herself. She called it nothing. She told me I was overreacting. Every step I took after that was just me agreeing with her framing. If it was nothing, then I lost nothing. If I was overreacting, then the calm, logistical response was the correction. She wanted me to fall apart. Not consciously maybe, but she needed the reaction to confirm she mattered enough to break me. The exit checklist hit harder than tears ever would have. I'm good, not I'm fine good, actually good. Taking it 1 week at a time. The lease is mine, the apartment is mine, the peace is mine. That's the whole story.